All right, let's tap back into this joint. Anacalypsis, Volume 1, 2, Godfrey Higgins, right? Because we got to be investigators, right, of our own history. And so I wanted to show you this, right? I was reading it. It's like, this book is like 400 some pages, man. But you got to study yourself, right? And so sometimes people be like, why do black people call themselves Indians and all that? But let me show you this book, what this book says. It says, this book got some stuff in it, but this guy says again, and I'm gonna show you what the quote said, but he said again, Sir W. Jones says Mr. Bruce and Mr. Bryan have proved that the Greeks gave the appellation of Indians to the nations of Africa and to the people among whom we live now. I shall account for this in the following work. Well, this guy named Guinness maintains that the inhabitants of Egypt in the very old times had an unquestionably common origin with the old natives of India. It is fully proved by their ancient monuments and the affinity of their languages, institutions, both political and religious. So look what he says. Sir Wallace, I've got to get something Jones, right? Says Mr. Bruce and Mr. Bryan have proved that the Greeks gave the appellation of Indians to the nations of Africa and to the people who we now live, among who we live, right? And so here you have them saying they're calling African people Indians. The Greeks, right? This is even before Columbus and all them, right? And so it just shows you when, that's why you had like Kwame Ture. He was described as a West Indian, right? Sophie Carmichael. And so you can see that it's already a connection there because India is also known as Africa. All right, so we're going to get into that too. Let me see what something up here you might find interesting. Let me see. Well, we'll check some of that stuff out. See, it's so deep, right? It says, look, hence the people who received the first light of the rising sun, according to limited knowledge of the ancients, are said by Appalachius to be the Ari and Ethiopians, by which he clearly meant certain nations in India were frequently seen figures of Buddha with curled hair, apparently designed for the representation of it in its natural state. See, it's talking about black people. You get what I'm saying? And so it just shows you. It says, look, ancient Hindus, according to Strabo, differ in nothing from the Africans, but in straightness and smoothness of their hair. Come on, man. And so when we hear like Columbus say, I saw Indians, right? You can see the Greeks gave the appellation of Indians to the nations of Africa and to the people among whom we live now. So let me go down to some of these books. You can go check out and get this book right here. Anacalypsis, Godfrey Higgins. All right. It's your boy Pill. We're going to build. Talk to you soon.